was actually one of the selling points why I got this engine stand. I hope you guys were able to get some good information from this. Like I said, next video we are going to be pulling out the K. To go through, finalize all the bolts, nuts, get all that stuff tightened down. What is up, you guys? So we're getting somewhere. You can see here, finally starting to get the garage insulated. I just came out right now, turned the little space heater on. It says it's 49 in here currently. We'll see what this gets us up to. I am looking into other options because although this heater is great, I think it's like a 750 watt heater. So I need something that's 1500 to 3000 watts. I was gonna go with one of the ceiling mount heaters, but all of them are 240 volts. And currently with my situation with the wiring, I can't run 240 volts into the garage at this moment, so we're just going to kind of chalk those up to maybe laters. At this point, the renovation, it's looking really good. Yesterday I was out here, I made a little short update video. Not too many people really wanted to see a shop upgrade. I do want to show you guys at least a little bit of what has been going on and why it's been kind of sparse on the uploads. It is, we'll say 97%, because I still got a little bit here that needs to be insulated. And then I also need to get some new windows because these are really, really cheap and janky. That's not what we're going to be making a video of today. Today our video is going to be this. Easy Turn engine stand by EASTWOOD. I have the EASTWOOD engine hoist. I figured it was only fitting to get the engine stand to go along with it. I'm gonna go ahead and get this assembled. Within this video is gonna be all over. This will be put together and I'm still gonna be doing other things around the shop, so we'll go ahead, get everything situated, and we'll see what kind of progress we can make. Today, we're diving headfirst into some serious engine work that we have to do to this KA24DE. Before we get our hands greasy, we need to ensure that we have all the right tools and parts in place to do this job correctly. That's right, we're going to be assembling the EASTWOOD engine stand today, which is going to make the removal of the KA24DE efficient and smooth. Alright, first things first, we need to get everything out of the box. Get it all laid out, make sure that we have everything. This has been a common issue with EASTWOOD. I'm not gonna worry about it because EASTWOOD has been very good for me, but the backing plate broke in transit. Let's take a look at what we have here. The EASTWOOD engine stand is known for its sturdiness, versatility, and easy assembly. It's got a 1,000 pound capacity, which is perfect for our KA24DE. Whether you're a DIY enthusiast or a professional mechanic, this stand is built to handle the task. To kick things off, we'll start with the base frame. This is what everything builds upon, so it's essential to ensure it's assembled correctly. Let's begin by aligning the pieces. You'll want to attach the horizontal beams to the vertical supports. Make sure they're snug and secure, but don't over tighten just yet. Now that we've got the base frame together, we can move on to the adjustable support arms. These are designed to hold the engine, and their adjustability means we can accommodate various engine models. Here's another important tip. The support arms need to be securely locked into place. Make sure every bolt is fastened correctly. An unstable engine stand could really ruin your day, and we definitely don't want that. So check this out. The EASTWOOD engine stand comes together beautifully, but we're not done yet. One of the best features of the EASTWOOD engine stand is the fact that it's easy turn. Most engine stands, you got to sit there and fight with it just to get it to turn, and you have to throw a locking pin into it just to keep it from rocking around. This one is an easy turn. It has a gear set that makes it really simple. Was actually one of the selling points why I got this engine stand. I hope you guys were able to get some good information from this. Like I said, next video we are going to be pulling out the K24DE, getting it on the stand, breaking it down and seeing exactly what was going on, why we have these knocks. And get everything sorted and fixed so we don't have to keep dealing with the same problem over and over again. As always, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.